Alright guys, so today we are talking about the brain, we are talking about memory, and I know my channel is a little bit all over the place, so if you've just come for the witchy stuff, don't worry, there's gonna be more of that, like intuitive, spiritual stuff. I love all of it. I love that side, I love science. I'm just like very much kind of like caught in between where I love both, and I want to include both on my channel. Yeah, I just want to make videos that inspire and help people in general, and I went to school for psychology, so this stuff just fascinates me, and I think it fascinates a lot of other people too. So I am still gonna make videos about this, but don't worry, there's gonna be a lot of other, spiritual witchy stuff as well, because I love all of that too. But anyways, I wanted to talk about this mostly because it has been affecting my family a lot. So for those of you who don't know, my grandmother, my yaya, which is Greek for grandmother, my yaya is, she has Alzheimer's, and it's really bad, and we have watched in the last few years her go extremely downhill. She has very little memory left. She kind of like comes back to reality and knowing of what's going on here and there. Sometimes she recognizes us, sometimes she doesn't. But she's very much changed. Like, her personality is very much different, and it's really sad and it's very scary to see someone who was honestly so intelligent. Like, my grandmother was such a very smart person. She worked in the science industry, she worked in the lab, she did a lot for science. She was a very, very intelligent woman, and to see what has become of her, it's very, very sad. And Alzheimer's is a scary thing, and I know it's something that has affected my family a lot. It scares a lot of us. We worry that we're gonna go down the same path, that we're gonna have the same sort of Alzheimer's. And although not everything in our life is in our control, and you can't really go about life being in fear of these things, there are a lot of things that you can do that are preventative, that are good for your memory and taking care of your brain and your health. So I wanted to talk about those today. I did some research, and some of these things may seem a little obvious, but I have a little bit more of the science about it. And yeah, so we're gonna talk about how to strengthen your memory and basically just take care of your mind and your memory so that you're less likely to experience these things down the line. And again, some things are out of your control. Like, my grandmother was definitely working her brain for most of her life, but things happen, and I think it's just important to do what we can, but also don't live in fear of these things. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but that's down the line. Let's just live in the moment now. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get into how to strengthen your memory. So number one, and this is definitely one that my mom, and I know a lot of us need to work on, is eating less sugar. Sugar is actually really bad for the brain. The major thing that they found was that sugar is actually really bad on short-term memory, and they also found that in a study on more than 4,000 people, those with higher intake of sugary beverages like soda actually had lower total brain volumes and poorer memories on average compared to people who consume less sugar. Now, I'm not a soda person, but I am definitely an addict of sweets. I love chocolate, I love candy, like that kind of thing. Specifically chocolate and like chocolate cake are my weaknesses. I'm not the kind of person who will go out and buy it. Like, I tend to not buy that stuff, so like if it's out of sight, it's out of mind for me, and if it's in front of me, then I can't resist it. Like, it's really, really bad. So I definitely personally need to get better at that, because I know it's not good for memory, it's just not good for you in general. But yeah, try to lay low on the sugar. So the next thing they suggest to do is actually to take a fish oil supplement. I was doing this for a while, and then I just kind of stopped, so maybe I should probably do it again. They don't taste the best, or like, I feel like they always like leave like a smell in your mouth after, which I don't like. I'll have to look around for something that I like. The fish oil is actually really good. It actually like reduces inflammation in the body. It's also like obviously rich in fatty acids, which is really good for the brain, and it also relieves stress and anxiety. They actually find the fish oil is really good for elderly, so if you're getting out there in age, it's actually a fantastic supplement for you to take, but it honestly can't hurt for all of us to start early. Yeah, they found adults that are starting to see a little bit of memory loss, that are maybe a little concerned about the memory. Fish oil actually helps a lot. So if you are someone who's concerned about that, maybe start including fish oil into your diet, or more fish. But if you're not a fish person, try that supplement instead. Okay, so the next thing is meditate, and I feel like meditate always comes up in like all my videos, but there's actually so many health benefits linked to meditating. So they actually found that meditating increases gray matter in the brain, which actually contains neuron bodies. So this actually helps to improve short-term memory in people of all ages. And if you like look at people who have rich, you know, lifestyles filled with meditation and these practices, you notice like they're so freaking like with it, and I don't even know how to explain it. Like I've seen so many, especially like in the elderly, like the Chinese community and like Hindu, and I find that a lot of them are very much like, they're very disciplined in their meditation practices, or whether it's Tai Chi, and like their memory is just like there, and they're just, yeah, I don't know, you see a lot of that in like other cultures, like outside of our Western culture. A lot of the elderly, they don't get Alzheimer's like we do. It's just, it's insane, and it's definitely a lifestyle difference there. Indian culture especially, I know this, I'm going like on a completely different rant right now, but like you don't see a lot of Alzheimer's in the Indian culture, and I think a lot of it's diet too. We're gonna get to diet as well, but definitely, you know, really working on your lifestyle changes and really taking care of yourself, your mind, your body, it makes a big difference. So the next thing they suggest is to maintain a healthy weight. And I just want to put a disclaimer, healthy weight is going to be different for different people. Not everybody is going to be super, super slim. That's just not the way it is. Everyone's born in different shapes and sizes, so never assume somebody's health based on their body shape. That's just completely wrong. So I definitely want to say, like, when I say maintain a healthy weight, make sure it's a healthy weight for you. And the only way to really know that is that you're like, you're one, taking care of yourself, two, you're like, you know, you're seeing a doctor, you know what's going on in your body. Someone could be super slim and look like they're in shape, but like be the least healthiest person in the world. So you really can't judge somebody based on their body shape, their weight. With that being said, you want to maintain a healthy weight for you, because obesity has been linked to memory problems. So yeah, they say that obesity is a risk factor for cognitive decline. Also, being obese can cause changes in memory. It's associated with genes in the brain and negatively affecting memory. So yeah, they found obesity is literally directly linked to memory loss, lack of memory. So yeah, maintaining a healthy weight, just taking care of yourself. If you put on a few pounds, like don't panic that you're gonna lose all your memory, but like take care of yourself. So the next biggest thing, get enough sleep. I can't stress this enough. We need sleep. Read this book. Honestly, read this book, guys. Like after reading this book, I'm just like so worried for all the times that I didn't get good sleep. Like whenever I have a night where I don't get enough sleep, I'm like, shoot, like I'm done for. And maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic. I know I'm being a little dramatic, but it's just like, it makes things so like, oh my God, read this book and you'll never want to like pull an all-nighter again. You'll never want to like go to bed late and not have enough sleep the next day. Like honestly, guys, and you can't make up for sleep. Like you might be like, oh, well, if I pull an all-nighter, I'll just sleep extra the next day. That actually doesn't count. Like it's insane. So take care of yourself. Make sure you get enough sleep. This website and this book suggests 7 to 9 hours. If you're getting less than 7 hours, that is not enough. If you think that you don't need a lot of sleep, like some people are like, oh, I only need 6 hours, or I only need to survive on 5 hours of sleep. There's a small percentage of people in the world that this is actually true for, and I can't remember exactly why. There's a specific like gene, or I think it's a specific gene or something that people have. This is highly unlikely. So if you're someone who's saying like, oh, I only need to like survive on 5 hours of sleep, chances are you don't, and this is not true. You actually do need your sleep. You just think you don't. So try to get at least 7 hours of sleep, everyone, please. I know it might be hard, but there's lots of different interventions, things that you can do to try and get more sleep. Again, read this book because it gives you a lot of advice on that and resources. So memory is consolidated when we sleep. So if you're a student pulling all-nighters to cram for an exam, that's not working. Don't do that. You need your sleep. You need to consolidate your memory. So the next thing that you want to do to improve your memory is to practice mindfulness. So practice mindfulness means like being present. What the hell? So practicing mindfulness means being present and like really taking in the moment, if that makes any sense. So instead of stressing about like what happened before or what you need to do, try to ignore that. Try to just be present and pay attention to what is happening right now. Now they found this actually helps because It lowers stress and it also improves your memory and your concentration. So make sure you're taking in like your surroundings. Like maybe you're at the park, like take in all the trees and stuff instead of like thinking about the things that you have to do. Try to like tune into your feelings, tune into how you feel in the moment, sensations. Maybe you got a tingle on your arm because the wind blew. I don't know. Like just be present. Be president. Why I keep saying that? You don't have to be president if you don't want to be president. I keep saying president. Just be present in what you are doing at that moment because it's actually really good for your memory. So the next one, drink less alcohol. I personally don't really like drinking, so this is like piece of cake for me, but I know a lot of people like their drinks. I know a lot of you like to party, and that's actually really bad for your brain. So they actually found that binge drinkers raises your blood sugar. One, so we already talked about sugar. Sugar's bad. That's not good. It actually alters your brain and it results in memory deficits. And I don't know if you've noticed, but like most people, like when they drink, they don't actually dream. And there's some weird stuff that happens in your brain when you drink that actually like affects your dreaming. And when you sleep, like things just don't like completely consolidate the same way. There's a lot more science to it. I'm not going to get too deep into it. Like honestly guys, I could share so much science with you in this video, but it's going to be way too long. So I'm going to link the article below if you want to read a little bit more, because there's definitely a lot more in that article. But yeah, binge drinking, I mean like having like one glass of wine isn't going to kill you, but like I feel like most people don't just have one glass of wine, you know? So like just be careful with the alcohol. So the next thing to do, and this is actually a fun one, is to train your brain. Play brain games, things that are gonna challenge you. So one of them that I really like is called, let me bring it up on my phone because I can't remember what it's called. I actually got my mom into this one and she really likes it. It's called Wordscapes. So Wordscapes is actually really, really cool. It's a, It's a really fun puzzle. Oh my goodness. Wordscape, it keeps doing it. Stop. It's because I haven't opened it in like so long, so it keeps updating. Okay, I get it. Just let me show them. Wordscapes. Basically you have like a wheel and you make a bunch of words and you have to like fill in every single word in the crossword. It's very challenging. Sometimes you get extremely stuck, but it definitely challenges your brain. So that's a good option. Or you could just do like a classic, you know, word search or something like that. You can get little books of that, or like even like the thick ones. You can get some pretty good word search books at the dollar store. I've seen them at Dollarama all the time. But if you're not someone who likes pen and paper, like your phone, honestly, there's so many brain games that you can get on your phone. And it's just, yeah, a really good way to train your brain, challenge your brain. And with that being said, training your brain can mean so many different things. So reading books. Never stop reading books. Reading books is definitely going to be really good for training your brain. I like to listen to podcasts too. So if you don't have time, but you really want to, you know, still learn something, still train your brain, listen to a very informative podcast. It's a really good way to like multitask. Like if you're cooking or if you're doing something that needs to get done, if you're cleaning, I love to put like on my wireless headphones and just listen to a podcast so I don't have to carry my phone around. I can put it down and get my cleaning done, but listen to a podcast. So there's so many different ways to train your brain and so many different ways that you can enjoy. So training your brain does not have to be a chore. It should never be a chore. Only do it if you enjoy it. So pick a game you enjoy, pick a book that you enjoy, pick a podcast that you enjoy, whatever it is to train your brain. You're gonna thank me in the long run that you're actually taking care of your brain. In short, you know, you gotta use it or you lose it. If you spend all your time just watching like reality television, I'm sorry, but like you're gonna rot your brain. Like you gotta do something more than that. You can watch your reality television. I mean, everyone loves a little bit of shameless TV every now and then, but don't only watch reality television. Make sure you're also training your brain on the side. The next one, and I am so on and off with this, and I had something that was consistent, and that was dance, and then COVID happened, and I haven't felt quite safe to going back yet, so I definitely need to get consistent at my home workouts. But exercising. Exercising is so, so important to your brain, and I mean, all aspects of your body. Exercise is important for every single aspect of your body, your heart, all your organs. I mean, maintaining a healthy weight. It's involved in so many different things. But yeah, if you're sitting on the couch all the time, being a couch potato, and you're not moving, and you're not doing anything for your brain, like it's not good for you. So definitely try to exercise. It doesn't have to be anything super like high, like advanced or anything. Like just try to move. Like even try to go for a walk each day. It's gonna be really good for you. If you want the sciencey side of it, I have some interesting facts here for you. So exercise may actually increase the secretion of neuroprotective proteins and improve growth and development of neurons. So basically, neuroprotective proteins, the proteins that protect neurons. Neurons are brain cells, and it also improves the growth and development of neurons, aka brain cells. Basically, exercise equals better brain health. So make sure you're exercising. It's very, very important. I have one more important fact for you guys here. So it says to choose anti-inflammatory foods. So this is going to mean different things for different people, and that's a key thing. There's definitely a lot of like specific anti-inflammatory foods that if you Google it and like read the rest of the article, you'll see that there's specific foods that are known to be anti-inflammatory. That being said, there's people that have different intolerances, allergies. There's some people that may actually have an intolerance and get inflammatory when they don't realize it. So maybe do your research, really figure out what is anti-inflammatory for you. But that is really important when it comes to brain health. Also, antioxidants actually reduce oxidative stress caused by free radicals. Free radicals are basically like these pollutant type cells. I don't even know how to explain it, guys, so don't take my complete word for it. But what I know is that free radicals attack the body and basically cause damage to the cells. So antioxidants are really good at, preventing this. You'll often see antioxidants in like creams, serums and stuff. And basically what they're doing is they're protecting your skin from free radicals, which basically attack the skin cells and cause you to age faster. So same sort of idea. But yeah, choose anti-inflammatory foods. It's really important. Inflammation in the brain is not good, just as it is not good anywhere else in the body. So yeah, anyways guys, I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you found it interesting. I'm sorry if like you're not into this kind of thing and like you're just like, why are you talking about the brain so much? It's because I love it. I love talking about the brain. I love talking about psychology. I'm a nerd with that stuff. I'm a nerd with like a whole bunch of different things. I have a lot of different interests, guys. But if you did enjoy this video and find value out of it, I'd really, really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate you guys being a part of the family. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I hope you guys are taking care of your brain, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.